What if the world you inhabit is not as free as you believe? What if the very fabric of your existence is woven with threads of control, manipulation, and complacency? Aldous Huxley, in his prescient works, dares us to confront these unsettling possibilities. In a time when technology promises convenience and connection, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? Huxley's most renowned work, Brave New World, paints a chilling portrait of a future where happiness is not a natural state, but a manufactured commodity, and individuality is sacrificed at the altar of fragile stability. In this dystopian vision, societal control is maintained through conditioning and conformity. As he poignantly expressed, words can be like X-rays. If you use them properly, they'll go through anything. You read, and you're pierced. This reflects the power of language and propaganda in shaping our perceptions, a theme that resonates deeply in today's media-saturated environment. Imagine a society where citizens are conditioned from birth, their minds meticulously shaped to embrace a life devoid of suffering, yet stripped of genuine emotion and aspiration. Huxley invites us to peer into this dystopian abyss, where the pursuit of pleasure becomes a double-edged sword, leaving us hollow and yearning for something more profound. He warns us, experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you, urging us to reclaim our agency and engage with life on a deeper level.
Now, the devices that you were talking about, are there specific devices or methods of communication which diminish our freedoms in addition to overpopulation and over-organization?
Well, there are certainly devices which can be used in this way. I mean, let us take, after all, a piece of very recent and very painful history is the propaganda used by Hitler, which was incredibly effective. I mean, what were Hitler's methods? Hitler used terror on the one kind, brute force on the one hand, but he also used a very efficient form of propaganda, which he was using every modern device at that time. He didn't have TV, but he had the radio, which he used to the fullest extent, and was able to impose his will on an immense mass of people. I mean, the Germans were a highly educated people.
At the heart of Huxley's warnings lies the concept of control, the subtle, pervasive influence that governs our thoughts and actions. He illustrates a society where love and servitude are intertwined, where individuals are encouraged to embrace their own subjugation, declaring, "I love my servitude." This chilling acceptance of dominance mirrors the mass hypnosis that envelops us, a state where critical thought is dulled and obedience is the norm. We see this today in the ways social media platforms shape our interactions and preferences, often leading us to conform to popular opinions and trends at the expense of our individuality. The methods of control Huxley explores are deeply rooted in psychological principles. He draws on the work of Ivan Pavlov, whose experiments demonstrated how behavior could be conditioned through stimulus and response. Pavlov's dogs learned to associate the sound of a bell with food, leading them to salivate even without food present. Extending this idea to human beings, Huxley suggests that we too can be trained to respond to specific stimuli without conscious thought. This conditioning serves those in power, allowing them to shape our desires and preferences without us even realizing it. Consider the advertising industry, which employs similar psychological strategies to manipulate consumer behavior. Ads often create associations between products and positive feelings, happiness, success, or love, leading us to purchase items that promise to deliver those emotions. Huxley's insights remind us that our choices may not be as free as we think. They are influenced by a barrage of carefully crafted messages designed to elicit specific responses. The dangers of mass hypnosis are further amplified in a society inundated with media and consumer culture. Huxley warned that constant exposure to advertising and propaganda dulls our senses, desensitizing us to the very real threats to our individuality and freedom. The relentless barrage of images and messages creates a hypnotic state, where our desires are manufactured and our choices dictated by external influences. In this context, Huxley's examination of the soma drug in Brave New World serves as a metaphor for modern escapism. Just as citizens of Huxley's Dystopia use soma to numb their emotions and escape reality, we too often seek solace in distractions, be it through social media, binge-watching television, or consuming mindless entertainment. This avoidance of discomfort, while seemingly harmless, ultimately leads to a society that prizes superficial happiness over genuine experience. Moreover, Huxley delves into the dangers of suggestion and the use of terror as a means of control. He posits that fear can be a powerful tool for manipulation, used to stifle dissent and maintain the status quo. In a climate of fear, individuals are more likely to conform, surrendering their autonomy to those who promise safety and security. In The Doors of Perception, Huxley tantalizes us with the idea that there are realms beyond our ordinary experience. He writes, "There are things known and there are things unknown, and in between are the doors of perception." This profound reflection beckons us to unlock these doors, to embrace the beauty of altered states that can reveal deeper truths about our existence. Yet, in our hurried lives, we often overlook these doors, allowing the mundane to engulf our souls. As we navigate this perilous landscape, Huxley's warnings resonate with urgency and desperation. We must not allow ourselves to be lulled into complacency. He cautions that in our pursuit of happiness, we risk forfeiting our authenticity, becoming mere shadows of our true selves. This is particularly relevant in an age where curated social media profiles can create a facade of perfection, leading to feelings of inadequacy and disconnection. In conclusion, Aldous Huxley's insights serve as a powerful reminder to awaken from our complacency and confront the alluring yet deceptive nature of convenience and control. Through Brave New World, he reveals the dangers of sacrificing authenticity for manufactured happiness, urging us to resist societal conditioning that dulls our spirit. In contrast, The Doors of Perception invites us to explore the profound depths of our consciousness and embrace the transformative journey of self-discovery. Huxley calls us to break free from the chains of superficiality and to seek genuine connections that nourish our souls. In a world filled with distractions, we must strive to cultivate authenticity and resilience, honoring the richness of our experiences. Let us not settle for the hollow promises of fleeting satisfaction, but rather ignite the flame of self-awareness that allows us to live fully and deeply. As we embark on this journey, may we reclaim our humanity and celebrate the beautiful complexities of our existence. In doing so, we honor Huxley's legacy and embrace the vibrant, authentic lives we are meant to lead.